Alrighty, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey and ready to go do some more exploring. So let's get together with the rest of the gang and get things rolling. Hey guys!
Hi, Trace.
Hello.
Time to explore.
New system or
Well, just right where I picked up off last night. Didn't
how
quite.
many planets were left?
I don't know, a couple.
Oh, okay.
If you can't remember that you missed a planet scanning, you think Trace is going to remember everything in that system that he's in?
Fair enough.
Which is why I have a process. I start at planet 1.
Yep.
If I remember right, he's on a planet and he needs to find bacteria. He found one last night.
No, he didn't. He stopped because he didn't
He
want to
found a
start it.
bleep and he was going to scan it. And I said, you might as well just park right there in front of it and wait. And that way you know that you haven't got any samples yet.
Right. And the bleep was not bacteria, unfortunately, but that's okay.
It's going to be gone or regenerated anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Can I slap him?
Go ahead.
It don't move.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They
Retract
no,
landing gear.
they don't.
Retract
Yes.
landing gear.
Files get re-randomized.
No, they do not. Retract landing gear.
Somebody
How
don't
many
shoot his
times I
ass.
rebooted after a while and everything's in a different spot or not even there?
Retract landing
Not
gear.
the BIOS, because I parked in front of one last night when I got back there this morning and logged back on. It was right there in front of my damn ship, so you are wrong.
The only time you end up not having it in front of you when you think you should is if your the server hasn't caught up. And you log off and it doesn't go all the way, and then you're not where you think you are. You're the one that's moved, not the bio.
And the reason why I can tell you this is because there are groups out there that says there's a bacteria at these coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take those coordinates and fly into that bacteria. If it was random and if it moved, they couldn't do that.
They have them re-randomized.
No.
No. You can literally get bio and geo maps. And they're valid for all commanders for until they reset things.
Because I can. It was like I was on one planet. Cam wasn't even in the system yet. I told him where the coordinates was. He wrote them down. He flew to it. He mapped the same damn bio that I had mapped. And I was already gone to the next system.
Orbital flight engaged.
So if your logic worked, it wouldn't have been there for him to find.
Then how do you explain there being one patch of bios and then I reboot or whatnot and there's another patch in that same spot, either mixed in or just replacing it all together?
I think that you wasn't paying attention to what you had.
Where's the sunny side?
Because they got a roads to riches for the bios coming out. And if the bios changed, they couldn't do it.
Well, they can tell you what planets to go to.
No, they give exact coordinates. You fly to this planet, this coordinate, that's where it is. Here comes
the only thing that changes is your irregular markers, your threat levels, impact sites. They only last for about an hour or two, and and then they switch places.
Orbital flight engaged.
And not to ignore you, James. I heard what you said. Oh my god.
Really?
No need to buy. Not with this group. Fixing to take the gloves off here in a minute.
On the top, that looks like it once was a beach front. Looks like a sandy beach area, or it used to be.
Don't care. It'll move, according to you.
The old lines and stuff.
It's not a very good area. Oh, I'm not streaming on Twitch. Or not
No, you're
Twitch,
not.
but Discord.
Oh. Well, do you need us? I mean,
He might, he might not.
Who knows? We'll see.
in any case, it's nice to see what you're doing at
Yeah,
real time. In real time.
but I don't want to crash on the ground right now, so.
Yep.
Now, I will say this. If you're on a planet and you have a bio in front of you in your horizons, and then you go to Odyssey, oh, absolutely it'll change.
Of course.
Yeah.
They would not be there.
But it don't in the same game.
Alright, now that I'm here, let me just start that. There we go.
You know, I'm sitting here looking at the Discord, and then I'm looking at you on YouTube,
Yeah,
and the difference is,
Night and day.
yeah.
yeah, YouTube has a much higher, is able to handle a much higher fidelity than YouTube.
I was
I mean,
thinking the other way around.
Really?
Really?
To me, Discord's a lot clearer than YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trace just accidentally said.
Oh, did I flip it
YouTube
around?
Twice. No, you said YouTube twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he had me confused. What the?
Okay, well those little color spots are not anything, so let's go find a different type of color spot.
And where it's clear on Discord when you move side to side fast,
Yep.
blurs on YouTube.
That's annoying. Wonder if there's anything I can do to fix that.
Probably could.
I don't know.
What video card are you using?
Oh, that's a long ways down.
A 1650.
Well, yeah, you should be able to fix that. Damn, I'm gonna burn up. Why am I going so fast? I'm at 0. Oh no, it let me in. Hold on. Surprised.
Here, bacteria, bacteria. Here, bacteria. Maybe I'll go uphill. I don't think that was something, but I'll go check it. It was a little bit irregularly colored.
Well, you know what the bacteria looks like now, right?
No. Well,
Oh,
I actually I do now.
Oh,
I just one right there. Deploy landing gear.
Landing
Ooh,
gear
you got a
deployed.
Codex too.
Mm-hmm.
oh, nice. Is it especially
Landing gear
visible,
deployed.
or is it like
It's
that
gonna be
one?
tough.
Oh,
It's not as bad as that one was, but it's not as clear as the powder
He's gonna
blue.
have to put his nose up here to the computer screen.
Yeah.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Here you are. Peach. Verata peach.
each. Okay.
Certainly doesn't look anything like peach, but okay, fine. Whatever you want to call it, guys, I don't care, as long as I've found it. And now we go slowly uphill and slide back and forth.
What planets? 11 of them, 9 of
Have fun.
Whoa, what's a 62?
Oh, that's that system.
Planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he blamed Elite for something that happened in Steam.
Because Elite's always likes it to be bad. So,
No, you just like to blame everything on Elite. He come in and was having problems signing in with Steam. And instead of going all the way out and coming back in, he forced it into coming on in. And then when he got here, all his first footfalls didn't appear. And he was like, oh, and it's like, log out, log back in. So he did, and all of them showed up but one, and I said, I would say you probably forgot to do that. But once he logged out, logged back in, all of his first footballs showed up, except for the one he missed.
sorry for not having faith in people who root up a cargo rack.
Well, I'm sorry I don't have faith in anything you ever say anymore, because 99.9% of the time, we're corrected.
You think you correct me that many times. You find one or two times that I get something wrong,
One or
and
two
then you turn
times?
it into like I'm always wrong.
One or two times?
Yeah. 'Cause, 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 'c
it's not. It's
Oh.
pilot error. And I can't help it because these boys have, I don't know, a conscience and don't like to hurt your feelings. I, one for one, don't care. You're wrong, period. You can't take it, too bad. And I think if you remember back, Trace even called you out on the bios moving. So it's not just me.
I'm telling you, the bios move.
No,
Either
they
the
don't.
bios move or the ship is being moved somewhere else. Either the game doesn't remember where the ship was or something.
Hey Cam.
Something's moving.
Hey Cam.
Pick one.
Cammy.
You mean, does he not
Turn
have?
your damn mic on, boy.
What's wrong
Okay,
with
Ken.
them?
See you in chat soon.
What'd it say?
Said not in chat yet. We'll be on soon. Eating.
Your
Oh,
your
okay.
volume
Having
is
a
super low.
fresh haggis.
I don't know who you're talking to, Philip. Phil James is loud. Cam
No,
is eating, so he didn't talk.
I could barely hear whoever was talking.
That's
That
James.
was James.
So, yeah,
And then you got him turned down on your end because he's loud and clear on my end.
I don't screw with that.
Well, then turn your volume up because he isn't soft. He's pretty loud.
Why did people's volume right click? It's set to 100%.
Well, I'm not having a minute's trouble hearing James.
This bacteria is being annoying. Oops, is that one? Please be one.
Are you
Please
still
be
on
one.
the first sample?
I got the first sample. Now I got to find the second.
Okay.
There it is.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Two of three. Oh, this stream is being really janky.
Yeah.
What
The
is?
game? What are
Well,
you
the
looking at?
YouTube stream is being extremely janky.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay. Is there anything I can do about that?
Looks like you landed.
Yeah, but
So,
when I was running around, it was getting some
oh, okay.
It was
stop
getting
time.
stuttery.
Oh.
Actually, unless you're just sitting here in your ship, I think your YouTube might be partially frozen on your spot.
No, I'm sitting in my ship at the
Oh,
moment because
Oh
okay.
my God! Can you not see them geysers rising up and going
Yeah,
down and stopping?
yeah.
It's not frozen.
Like,
let's see if I give it a little bit more kilobits per second. If it works a little better.
mm,
All right, let's see if we can go find the next.
And if you would listen, he said he was going to fiddle with the settings to fix that.
Well, there's one right there. Okay.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Oh, I'm too close. Yeah, that seems to be better. I gave it more a better bit rate.
yeah, that looks pretty good. Too close.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the channel.
Justin,
Here, where are you? Oops, is that one over there? I don't think so, but I'll highlight it anyway. Nope. How about that over there? Nope. Alright, it looks like the up in the bit rate improves things a little bit. That's good.
Well, I know that my frame rates on Elite was 65. Yeah, 65, 70.
It's not the frame rate, it's the streaming was at 4,000 bits per second. Now I put it up to 6,000. Or kilobits per second or something like that. There's one.
it's a gas giant.
Alright.
Warning. Dangerously
Yay,
low
they're
temperature detected.
green!
So you finally got far enough away.
Yeah.
Glad
Peach!
the game decided to give you one.
Well, I just had to end up in the right area. It turns out that this thing goes in a dry riverbed.
Mm.
Like, okay, dry riverbed, gotcha.
Yep,
All right, system map.
makes sense.
Yeah, can't argue with it. All right, next planet. I've got 4 more planets to go in this system. track
Okay.
landing gear.
You having
Landing gear
a
retracted.
seizure over there, James?
I hope not.
Friction drive charging.
How can I tell?
I don't know, but you ever seen that commercial with the beagle in the back seat and the windows are all down and his ears are flapping? I swear that's the way my ears do when you let out a big old sigh.
There was, I was the cameraman on the video camera for my sister's wedding, and it's all quiet, and all of a sudden you hear me take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and it was quiet, so you know, that's the way I breathe.
Why
breath.
does that not surprise me not?
Welcome aboard, Commander. Well,
Good
Justin
music
is
over there.
Commander Graber.
Ah,
I'm listening much further.
I'm just glad you don't do it all the time, just once in a while. It reminds me of I was over at a casino and they were getting ready to have a great big giant show, music show. I forget who it was. And their sound guy was up there and he had earplugs in, but he was testing the mic, you know, mic 1 2, mic 1 2, all that. Then he was blowing in the mic, and I guess he thought that the big speakers they have, you know, the big 20-foot tall speakers that's 9 foot wide, woofers. I guess he figured those were turned off and they were turned on, and every time he blow, it was like rattle the earwax in your ears. It's like, oh, I wish that guy would quit that shit. Finally, some guy emptied his beer can, throwed it up there on the stage, got the old boy's attention, and then he put his ears and his fingers, and the guy took the earplug out. And he went, "What?" And he said, "You've been blowing on our ear for 25 minutes." Oh, sorry. I don't think them singers ever raise their voice above a whisper the way they got those big ass speakers and everything. And hell, if they did, if they screamed at you, they'd make you deaf.
It reminds me, I was watching a video of one of the deep basses, and in the middle of a concert, he went and hit a low note, and the woofer exploded.
Yeah. Home Freeze, the band Home Free, their bass, I forget his name.
It's the one. Yep,
Okay, yeah. Well, his
he's blown up more than.
manager told him after the fourth one he blew out, told him if he blew any more that he was responsible for buying the replacement.
surprised that wasn't a rule after the second time he did it.
Well, that's an improper. It's really due to an improper sound check. I mean, the sound guy should know he's got a heavy bass, and to turn those woofers way the hell down.
Hello.
Hey, Cam,
Hey, Cam.
question before you get your brain poisoned with anything else.
Yes, young lady.
Bios. If I would park my ship in front of a bio on a planet and I go to sleep, will that bio be there when I wake up?
In theory, it should be.
Have you ever lost a bio that you parked in front of and then woke up?
No, because I've never done that.
I had bios change from one biotype to another, and I also had an extra bio show up.
I have absolutely zero belief in that.
Surface
Yeah, I do too.
scanned by 50%.
Yep.
Surface scan complete.
By the simple reasoning that there are maps there are biohunting maps, and if that were true at all, you couldn't have them. But the maps are published and they are successful. System map.
Well, then it must be maybe the ship's not being
Maybe it's getting
loaded
moved.
into the right place.
That's a possibility.
That's far more of a possibility than the bios moving. I mean, they're baked into locations on the planet. They're not going anywhere.
But there's also another thing. You could have been in the middle of processing of crashing and not realize it.
Yeah, and
And
just
it
put you back
moved.
somewhere else.
And then logged out before it actually finished crashing.
Yeah.
I done that. I think that's what put me in space that time off of Lynn's carrier.
Off my carrier. That's the only way, because you know there ain't no way I can throw your ass off.
Yep. So I literally one night I landed on Lynn's carrier just as I was going out, gave my normal end of stream spiel, logged out, came back the next time I came back I was way out in space.
And no, there is no way that a fleet carrier owner can kick anybody off their damn thing.
Even if they unfriend somebody, if they were on the
Still
carrier
there.
where they unfriend them, they're still there.
Yep.
Galaxy map.
The only time
the
they
galaxy
ever
map
really
to
get
map.
kicked off is if I decommission my carrier, but you got 30 days or whatever to get your shit, or 30, 60 days to get your shit off my stuff.
And no one's going to be staying there that long. Unless they're not playing the game at all.
I'm just saying, what happened to Trice should never have happened.
Yep.
But I'm also saying, as many times as we've hunted these bios and stuff, and there's and then, like I said, there's groups that are nothing but explorers that do bios, and they give system names, and then they give the coordinates, and you can fly directly to that bio. They don't randomly regenerate anywhere else.
Okay.
Because if that was true, the bases that we go to, or that we went to, every time we'd move out of the instance, and we played in some for 4 and 5 and 6 and 8 hours at a time, the plants around the base would move, and they don't. They're still there.
Only thing that moves are the crash sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're temporary things.
Every couple of hours they'll move.
Wait, whoa. You're talking about specifically Bubble. Are you sure all the bios?
Yes.
Yes, it's code, Philip. It's not different in other places.
Philip. I'm not in the bubble right now, am I?
I'm not in the bubble either.
You're talking about bases and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
We're just saying the bases don't move.
Yeah.
Crash sites and impact sites do move.
I was talking
They're the only
about the
things that
plants
do move.
around the bases. Remember the bases that we went and fought, and there was bios around them?
They never moved.
And
They're always
they
there.
never, ever freaking moved.
Anyway, hey, Burnt Beans, welcome back. Yeah,
Anthony.
Oh, that's Anthony. Ha 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 ha. That's true. Hey, Anthony. So, Justin, most of the everybody's scattered right now. I mean, I don't think any of us are really. I don't know.
I think me and Cam are one jump apart.
Yeah. Oh, this looks like Cam down
we're
here.
in the Pleiades sector.
Pleiades, yeah.
No, that must be Phil.
I'm in
I'm
3D
solo,
sector
so you can't see
HHV C211.
Yeah, okay, so that's where Phil is. You're
And
up.
I'm
You're up by
Pallades.
Lynn's character.
Yeah.
Lynn's
Character.
carrier. Oh boy. I
My
can.
carrier is a character.
Words aren't your thing tonight, Darcy.
So Lynn's carrier's over
Oh,
here.
Mr. Harper's going to speak to us as well.
Ooh.
I'm in the new player area.
Okay.
You're in the new player area. Ah,
We
well maybe that's you down
don't
there.
associate with newbies. Sorry. Exit out left, please.
Yeah,
This
no
is for
newbies.
advanced. This is for advanced commanders. We don't want no wannabes.
It's been quite comical in the new player area though.
I'm
I
sure it has.
I done see some
System
sidewinders
map.
trying to land. I'm like, what the hell he going? Backwards, doom, this way, that way, flipped upside down. I said, good gracious.
Oh, he just took
You
over his...
sure it wasn't Philip? He likes to land upside down.
Probably was.
I can
And I bet
count
you
how
if you
many times
put all
I
your
did
computers
that
on in
one
that
time.
computer room of yours, Mr. Harper, it'll get hot.
Oh yeah, it can get warm in here if you don't. I don't normally have them all running at the same time, but it can get hot.
Not
in here.
normally. Not normally, no.
Oh,
My
it
room
can
gets
hell.
hot enough with just one computer running.
Yeah,
It runs hot.
it can get scorching in here.
If that was my setup, there'd be post-it notes on it. This goes to this. This goes to that. Turn this on when this comes on.
Surface scan complete.
Look like we said, look like the control room to
Oh,
NASA.
no
in here.
bios. That's a bummer. All right, need to go get my first footfall, and then I'll be done with this planet.
You can come over here. I've got 5 bios on this planet.
I'm doing 15, so
On one planet.
no. 5 on one, 5 on the other, 5 on the other.
Well, I had 3 5s and a 4.
Let's see, what did I have? LA may be where you was. I don't know. There's 2 bios.
Orbital flight engaged.
I get 17 over here. 5, 5, 5, and 2.
Concha? Or that's something different. It's Concha. That one Concha? Concha there as well.
You doing bios too, Trice?
Yep,
He's doing anything that stands in front of him.
pretty much.
That's true. Anything he can fall over.
He's kind of a
Okay.
loose commander today. Anything that stands still long enough, yeah, he's got it.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I was watching his bark hunting one.
No,
Bang,
that,
bang, 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 bang.
that was
Yeah,
a
bashing
good chore
everything.
there, but you gotta give him credit. He never gave up.
Nope.
Yeah.
Found it eventually.
Yeah.
But I've got one comment about the YouTube video on that one.
Yeah.
Your compatriots were very quiet compared to you. On the stream, their voices were very quiet.
Huh.
I could hardly hear Philip at all.
Well, that's a good thing.
I
Deploy
had to
landing
turn the
gear.
volume right up on my YouTube
Landing
and on
gear.
my speaker. True, but then you came on as well. You were quiet.
That's a
you.
good thing too.
All right. Well, let's
I think
see.
so as well, yeah.
Nah, you guys are up pretty high. I can move you up a little more.
Oh, they sounded okay today, man. Just on about this was about 3 or 4 days ago when you were doing your bark hunting.
I wonder what was
Looking
different.
for a few barks. Maybe you just have Philip very quiet all the time.
Well, today would be
Maybe my
a bad
computer,
idea.
or
for
maybe
that.
my computer was just trying to edit him out.
Auto delete.
Oh shit! Auto silence.
Yep.
Oh, that's not far enough now.
Or
They
track
put
landing
limits,
gear.
don't they?
Landing gear
Landing
activated.
gear
System
required.
map.
Being in a new player area, you got to do it in horizons.
Why?
You can't do it in Odyssey.
Why?
Why? I did.
No, I didn't because when I started Odyssey up, it carried me to that commander.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
yeah,
on
on
foot.
foot one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to do that first on foot tutorial and then you're free of it.
Yep.
Then you're free of it, and then if you hit for to go out, you're not in the new player area. You're outside the player area.
What do you
Yeah.
know?
I was
Really?
outside. Yeah, I was outside the player area.
So once you get in your ship, you're no longer in the new
I wasn't in
player.
it. No, I was in another station that was outside the player area.
Oh, that's weird.
That
Wonder how you
shouldn't be the
manage that.
case.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
That's what.
different in Odyssey. You start off in a different place because you start off as an on foot player with no
Frameshift drive
ship.
charging.
Right.
But I
Yeah,
I thought
think
you
you can
I, I thought you
delay
just start
that and then go back to the ship one.
Yeah,
Mm.
after
I did.
being
I,
on foot, unless
I,
you choose to skip the ship part, you should still be in the news. You should be able to do the ship newbie areas.
I did. I did do that. I was on foot first. I finished that. Then I did the ship one, which I already know how to do. And after I finished that, I would notice I was gonna go out, and I looked at the station. I was like, I'm not familiar with this station name. And I looked at the map. I was like 50 light years from the new Pearl area.
That's
Huh.
weird.
Hmm.
You should have to manually fly yourself out of there.
They put you outside the player area when you're on Odyssey.
Well,
I guess they figured you're already a player. If you've been.
that's
I guess I
weird.
don't know. So I had to delete the save and then go back in and do it in Horizons to be in the new player area.
Now that's weird because I didn't have to
Yeah.
do that.
They must have changed it then because it sure ain't in the new player area.
Or something broke.
Or it was a bug, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the way you did the starting up of it.
Yep. I don't know.
I just hit
I
start.
ain't going back to the beginner's area to
Nope,
find out
neither
if
am
you're
I.
right or
Nope,
wrong.
no,
You
thank
can
Nope.
you.
have that.
This is
I already
new.
took my training wheels off and I'm not putting them back on for you, love, nor money.
Yeah, but burnt beans never been out in space.
Well, that's Burnt Beans' fault.
That burnt beans always
Besides,
get
the
Christ. Christ don't never know who burnt beans is. That's what he talking
besides the newbie area is overrated.
Yeah.
about. It is.
Too small.
Yep.
Not enough to do in there. It's too easy to get out of it by mistake.
Mm.
You would think they would have did a bubble, and that would have been the only place you could go. Everything else would have been like locked out from you.
Yeah.
But like you said, you can leave the player area by mistake and don't know you're outside of it, and you land and you're outside.
Hmm.
Can't get back in.
That's it. That's it.
All I know is I like to laugh my butt off. I went to Exegius's Discord when he was when Odyssey first came out, and he was in the new player zone. I don't know why or how come or whatever, but he had a different account. He was in the new player zone, and he had the Sidewinder out. He had it outfitted, and he was going into the combat Hazres in a ship, and instead of wiping out the pirates, he was doing the commanders. It's like, can't you take pity on fools? He's like, not today.
How come get you kicked out of the new player area?
No, he just got wanted, and then the station blowed his butt up.
And he probably laughed all the way home.
Yeah,
Because he
he's
had
like,
some
well,
fun.
they don't play very nice, and I said, they don't appreciate you killing all these new commanders and all that stuff. It's like, well, somebody's got to teach them how to defend themselves.
So after you
Not
fire
you,
off,
Xavius. Bloody hell.
But yeah, they never did get a chance to go in the station to pay off their bounties or nothing. When they came up on the station and tried to enter, the station opened up on their butts and just boom, poosh, boom, poosh. I was like, well, that doesn't last long.
Very. Guess pirating doesn't pay. Not that it didn't.
Not in the new player area, though.
I don't know. He went out, got his little sidewinder back, and he went out, done the same damn thing, and he said, "I'm gonna get in that station without getting blowed up. You watch."
Probably got in.
Yeah, he got in. He silent run all the way in there, landed and took his ship down below, and was down there. And then when he wanted to do something, he couldn't until he turned himself in.
I don't think there is a prison in the newbie area. Is there?
I
Wait a
don't
minute.
know where it took him, but
What happened when he turned himself in?
he didn't turn himself in. He just said, "I'm done with the newbies."
Oh,
Went on to do something else.
you know what's gonna? I bet you I knew what happened. It'll put you in a detention center, the nearest one, but that's counting as landing outside the player area.
Of the bubble, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or outside of the
the player area. Yeah, it counts as you landed outside the player area, so you know you can't get back in.
And you can't get your sidewinder, probably.
Near. Oh wait, that's right. He didn't sidewinder. Probably wouldn't be able to do that. I was gonna say, in theory, he could escape the station faster than they can scan, but not in a sidewinder.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
never mind.
he had to turn himself in though.
Oh yeah, that's right. He probably couldn't even refuel or anything.
No, he couldn't do shit. He couldn't repair. He couldn't refuel. He couldn't get out. It's like, yeah. Anyways, I just had to laugh and said, "Oh, man, the pirates had a day, and then the pirates had a day."
Hi, pirate. Have a nice day.
They do kick you out of the player area for shooting on the commanders. It's just in a different way than I thought.
Yeah.
They got in-game lure on exile.
But what it was is they're playing. You're all playing in open, right? If you go into a combat zone, and say you're in there shooting the pirates, right? Or the wanted ones, and then I come in there as a commander, and I take a shot at that puppy. If I'm the last one whose bullet goes in, I get the bounty, but you don't.
Oh,
in the new player area.
Yeah.
They don't get any bounty at all? Ouch.
Unless you're winged up with somebody, you don't get
okay.
shit. It's whoever has the last bullet in him when he blows up.
Yeah. That's only in the new player area though.
Yeah. And that's an open. And that's the reason why they were shooting the commanders, because they'd be taking out the pirates, and all of a sudden somebody'd show up and pop one shot, and they'd blow up. Well, they got the bounty, and Exegius is them sitting there going, "We didn't get shit."
Yeah.
But I would say this. They did get on the comms, right? And they told them, "Hey,
Surface scanned.
go find you another place to hunt pirates. We're not sharing. And if you take a shot at one of these fellers and we don't get the bounties for it, you're dead." So they did warn them. He's not quite the cold-blooded killer. Close, but not quite.
Well, he's a cold-blooded killer with rules.
Well, as he says, I'm a pirate that lives by the code. They have a code. They will not kill you or blow your ship up if you comply to the code. Give them a couple of tons or whatever you're carrying. Don't try to run, and don't freaking ignore them. If they, hey, you, blah, 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 you better answer them. Say yeah or whatever. Don't get smart, relevant. Be nice, and you'll live to tell the tale. But if you get smart and call them all different kinds of names, you're dead. Or if you try to jump away, or if you turn around and try to fight them, you're dead. I don't think I've seen a real player yet take Caesars out.
No, that would be a.
I'm sure there's one out there.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
there's been some out there.
The
He's actually been in the,
easiest chance someone has to is when he's in the newbie area, because his power's limited there.
No, actually, that in the newbie area, he's far more likely to wipe the floor with anybody he goes after.
Well, if
Because
he's going after an actual newbie.
Because nobody else can get in there. You can't get in there with your ships.
No, but no one's saying it's some other vet who's in
What
there.
is part of fighting? Knowing how to handle your ship and fly it.
a seasoned pilot. That's the
deploy
thing.
landing gear.
And he's playing in VR.
Landing gear deployed.
And it's easy to shoot, do battle in VR too.
Yeah, 'cause you can
And-
look around and see where everybody's at.
Yeah. So he's in there with a bunch of newbies. He know how to use his weapons, even though he ain't engineered or anything. He still knows how to use his weapons. He's master at his pips, going back and forth between them.
Right, he's master at
So-
flight assist off.
Yeah, but he knows
But
how to
I'm
do
saying
flight
it's
assist.
probably the best chance another vet has
Oh
to
yes, yes.
kill him.
The vet could probably take him down. Yeah.
I'm just
If-
saying, I used to hang out with him a lot. I used
System
to
map.
watch him fight with a lot. I used to watch him fight with his teammates a lot.
Galaxy map.
They may do some hull
Here's
damage
the
to him,
galaxy map, Commander.
but I have never seen anybody blow him up. Now, I seen him sit there and just fold his arms and let him shoot at him and blow him up.
I tell you one thing, I did what he did when I first started playing, and it is easy to tear people down the way he do it. Cause I
Hang
had
right on
micro-
their ass.
No, I had micros set up for a while there, where I could hit one button and all my pistols go where I want shields, weapons, and engines, and I could do it on the fly. And I'm telling you, when you got a micro that's already setting them for you, oh
Track
man,
landing gear.
it makes it way easier.
Landing gear attracted.
Press one button instead of 2 to 3 different buttons.
Yeah, he hits. He
My
hits
pips
like,
are on one hat button. Up is for engines, right is for weapons, and left is for shields
Yes,
or systems.
exactly. But
And I can change him around faster than.
Yeah, me too. But he does micros where he hit up, it automatically sets it to 3 up, 2,
Yeah.
and you know, like it's automatic setting hits. And I've seen him do it. He like pretty cool.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, all the times I've watched him play, except for the time that, he said, somebody said, well, this is no fair, you're just, da 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 da. And he said, fine. And so he threw the ship in neutral, or shut the throttle off of it, and folded his arms and was sitting there. He said, have at it, man. And he let the guy blow him up, and he says, now are you happy? Are you satisfied? Do I need to go rebuy and come back out here and let you do it again for you to feel good about yourself?
the ultimate shame.
That's ultimate pity, boy.
Pity party.
Engage.
That's a pity.
There's your
Spooling
participation.
FTL
trophy.
engines and preparing for jump.
He probably quitted Lee after that.
Who?
The newbie that he let blow him up.
No, actually, he's still with him.
Oh yeah.
And he says, you hang with me, I'll show you how to fight. And I'll show you how to take just about anybody down. And he said, you don't have to have a cutter or a Corvette. I'll show you how to do it in a Cobra or an Asp.
Yep. Not necessarily the firepower you got available, it's how good you are.
All dogfighting.
Oof, wee, 20 bodies.
And not only that, but he'd target their drives or their thrusters,
Fuel treatment complete.
and
They can't get
then
away.
he'd hang right on their butt and just right up
Right up the
thrusters.
tailpipe.
He'd fire, and they couldn't get turned. He just flight assist off and just circle them and just stay right on their butt. If you can't shake him, he's got you. Hurry up, Cam. I'm tired of walking around this planet.
Yeah, I'm just potting around. Get my bios.
I think he almost gave up on getting to elite.
No. I'll take a while, a bit longer than I thought. I'm at 57 or 59% now.
37 more percent and I'll be elite.
Not including what you've got on there now.
Nah, but I've only got 3 systems. But hell, I only had 2 systems last night when I turned in, what was it, 17 million?
Yeah.
System map.
Just don't do a rusty.
I go turn them in, at least try to do it once a day.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's Trace you gotta watch out. He might do a rusty. He
God.
might stand on a geyser by
Well,
mistake.
Trace doesn't have much choice in the matter.
He's got to wait till he gets back.
Yeah.
Hey, going this season.
Look at
sucks.
all these landable planets. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
get on with it. You've only got 45 minutes left.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not.
Finish all tonight before you go off.
Oh hell no.
What?
Oh hell no.
What's up?
What
Where's
are
the
you talking?
commitment? Where's the commitment, Mr.
He
Trace
don't have no.
Majestus?
He don't have it. He don't have it.
He needs committed, that's what it is. He needs committed.
Committed with a straight jacket? Is that what we're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about?
the one.
I like
Funny
those
thing,
nice
the
young
white-
men in the white suits.
We're
Yeah.
coming to take him away. Ha ha.
Ha,
hee,
ha.
hee.
Yo, to the happy farm where things are, or to the funny farm where things are happy all the time.
And Anthony, we're not ignoring you. What about the CG? Yeah, it's a sorry CG, but what about it?
That sucks. I was just
Well,
looking at
no,
it.
not unless you're into paint jobs. I mean,
I
geez,
don't
you
want
know.
a paint job. I did.
They got
listen
a
to-
Phantom paint job. I mean, I think,
Oh,
I
paint
don't
job.
know. I think Philip's the only one that's got a Phantom in this group.
Burnt beans denounced stickers.
And
I've got a
didn't you
Phantom.
say it was like a flower or something?
Oh Lord.
No, that's Twitch
Oh,
So
paint
Twitch
jobs.
drops.
oh. Okay.
Galaxy map.
Here's the
Let's
galaxy
see,
map,
what are
Commander.
these paint jobs? This thing.
I thought it was,
Okay.
You got the
Big
Viper.
was the-
Oh, you got the Pirate Faction orange, the Pirate Faction purple, and the Pirate Faction red.
Purple might be nice.
Well, you have to have a vulture to
got
have purple.
Yeah.
and a further lance for one of them.
Yeah.
3 ships I don't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So, Justin, this is where my carrier lives. It is a deep space support array carrier. And I've come out here and refueled it, and I have a refit cruise to put the Odyssey
Targeting for Super
service
Cruise.
to put the Odyssey services on it, starting on July 2nd. So I've got enough tritium on there right now to get back to Luktain, which is the nearest carrier vendor. And so I'm going to fly back there, put on the Odyssey services. There's some folks from the Star Initiative are going to support me and help me refill my carrier, and then I'm going to turn around and bring it right back out here. But from now to July 2nd, I'm going to be hanging around in this area, exploring and enjoying deep space for a while. And so it's, yeah, that's why I'm out here.
Oh, and don't get me wrong there, Justin. We're none of us in here. Well, no, we're not. None of us in here pirates. I had to think about that a minute. Are we pirates? No, we're not pirates.
Not a one of us.
No?
Yeah.
And the
Only got
private
one-
the private
only
group
got
I
one killer.
Yeah, and they only
He's
kill
off at the
me,
moment.
so you know, okay, you fall in the group.
So this is a basically a PvE only group. If people start, killing each other, I'll toss the offenders.
No, you haven't.
I haven't yet because
Tossed me,
it. No, but
It's been intentional.
yeah, you haven't. You weren't exactly trying to do it.
Well,
At
Can
least.
you say that for 100% certain?
Seeing how it only happened once for each of them, I think it was.
Yeah, but funny thing is, each time it was Lynn that got killed.
always Lynn.
Yeah.
But the one time I tried to shoot at you, I missed.
She must have some kind of target that makes people think she's the enemy or something.
No.
Lynn, that's what Lynn gets for playing with cross-eyed commanders.
Yep.
Old folks that can't see past the end of their damn nose.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So far I haven't had to kick anybody. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to, but I figure eventually I will.
More power to you.
Who's going to be kicked first, Cam or Chris?
I doubt Cam or Chris will because they're, they don't actually, they're not actually.
They're the ones who keep killing.
No, each one killed Lynn once, and
Yeah.
as far as I know, each time it was an accident.
Yeah, but
So you gotta add
assuming
another
you're
name to
gonna
that,
have-
but he didn't kill me, and that's James. He did a lot of
Yeah.
damage to my ship.
Yeah, but you're assuming someone's going to kill her, or someone's going to kill someone intentionally.
Well, since I'm, not qualifying people that I let into the group, eventually somebody's going to get into the group who,
you'll get a bad scene.
Actually, he's telling me that if I kill you, which you deserve so rightly so, the possibility is that I'll probably get my butt kicked out of the group. But guess what? If I get to that point, I won't give a shit.
if you get to that point, Philip will really have earned it. I'll probably just turn a blind eye.
Hey,
Yeah, well, you are antagonizing her repeatedly.
she's antagonizes me. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
You antagonize everybody. Philip.
Everything I say
Philip,
antagonizes her.
Philip, stop. Wait a minute. It's not just me. There's a lot more people in this room that bite their cheek to keep from tearing your head off.
Yeah, the tablet is part of the deep space support array. It's out here and basically out here for any explorer who wants to go land on it. Actually, let me put the ED Astrometrics link up here. No, no. Do not run into the ground.
I think the tablet is open to anybody except Notorious. So.
Yep, and by the time you get out to the tablet, you're not going to be notorious. I don't care how much you've got.
Oh man.
James made it in what, 10 hours?
Well, that's
and you
true.
Get 2 hours
Wow.
per offense, so
How the hell did someone get out there in 10 hours?
I don't know. Ask James.
Dedication. Dedication.
Dedication and a long-range jump ship. Yeah, you can do it.
And knows how to fly.
And
Actually, I think he did it in a carrier.
oh,
James?
Oh, wait, that
But
was the
even in the
Anaconda.
carrier.
That was the Anaconda? Okay.
That was his. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did he take the neutron on the highway?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
keep that. really good at jumping that.
Dedication.
Dedication is not for the foolhardy.
I wanted to get out to Beagle Point.
Yeah.
And they're breaking the siege in.
Well, I mean, what are we gonna say, man? You made 5 trips to Colombia in
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, he's
Again,
got
for
a
another
path
CG.
wore out. Huh?
Again, for another CG.
Yeah.
So, Justin, the DSSA carriers basically are open to anybody and everybody, although a bunch of them have a no notorious clause, just to keep people from coming out and basing out here and killing explorers. So most of them are open to everybody, no notorious. And they all offer refuel and repair at a minimum. Although,
And you can sell cartographic data.
oh, that's true. Yeah, they all have. Yeah, you can sell cartographic data to all of them.
And the ones that spin back and come back, you can sell your exobiologist stuff too.
What percentage do you think have the exobiologist?
On the bios, there is no percentage.
No. He's the percentage of carriers that have it. Probably 75% of the carriers have bio at this point. There was a fleet carrier event this month to try and get as many of the DSSA back and refitted as possible. Actually, I guess it was last month. It was April. So it was a large number of them have been. There's still a bunch that are owned by console players, so those ones won't be getting back and refitted.
And a few of the owners have quit the game.
A few of the owners have quit the game and just left them long-term funded.
I've got to go and pick up my wife and son, so I'll be back later. You
All right.
See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So basically, they're put out there, by commanders who are willing to basically give up the use of their carrier to support explorers.
Well, there was going to be some storyline gameplay. That's what got us all eventually started. Then
Yeah.
that went to the wayside.
Didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, it was going to be a Distant Worlds 3 to coincide with the story.
I knew there was going to be a Distant Worlds 3, but...
Well, a precursor to Distant Worlds 3 was the DSSA fleet deployment.
Oh, okay.
What happened to that? They cancel?
Odyssey happened.
Yeah. And it's such a broken mess. Everything else had to stop.
I'm just wondering if their broken mess wasn't because they were trying to drag the console players along.
A lot of it was that, yeah.
So right now it's just canceled.
Right now console is end of life,
Yeah, I know the console is, but I'm talking
the
about
story right now is canceled.
No, it's coming in November of this year.
No,
A few months ago, I heard they were going to plan out the Distant World 3 again, but since then I haven't heard anything of it.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Distant World completely canceled it? Definitely.
It's to be determined at a later date.
Yeah.
But right
Deploy
now,
landing gear.
they're wanting to
Landing
do
gear
the
deployed.
lore around the bubble
Yeah.
because you got to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 to make it make sense.
All right, so I'm still choppy, Zulu. All right, and thank you and welcome to the channel. Let me up the bitrate a little more. Let's see. Settings. Stream. Output
It's flat as a pancake here.
8.
Land.
Put another 1,000 and a couple thousand kilobits per second.
Not that I'm endorsing him or not, but you may want to go and find Down to Earth Astronomies and how he set the OBS and YouTube up to coincide with the settings on Elite to
Yeah.
stop the choppiness and shit.
Mm.
Oops, I gotta step out here. Unsafe temperatures. Oh, can I get out?
It always says that.
Not in big red things, though.
Yeah. It's the bunting grayed out? Can you click it?
No, it's not grayed out. I was able to get out. I took a little bit of, put my shields on, took a little bit of damage, got back in.
Mm.
Okay, system map. Alrighty. I still got some time.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
I see
so let's
this
go.
next update got some good stuff.
Yeah, we get to sit in our commander's chair and jump our carriers now.
Retract
Oh,
landing
yeah,
gear.
The little tablet.
Landing gear
And
ready.
now you can sit at the bar and interact with the bartender without having to get up.
Just wonder when you walk where you at, he was upstairs.
Oh hell.
And you can mess with the little wheel while you sit down. I
Yeah,
was
the
trying to do
menu.
that. Yeah, I didn't. Every time I go to mess with the wheel, I said, well, I got to stand
It
up.
stands you up.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up to mess with the wheel.
I think it's funny. There's something else. Cam mentioned it yesterday. I think he mentioned it yesterday. Something else. That's pretty important. There was a lot of things. And then there's like over 100, 150 bug fixes.
You
System
need
map.
that.
If there were one bug, doesn't create 3 more bugs.
Yeah. Oh, this is coming next week.
I don't know. They said the end of May, so.
Well, next week's pretty much the end of May.
I got one more
Well,
Thursday.
I don't know. They've been doing it on Monday and Tuesday, so you got the 30th and 31st.
I know about there's a new.
There's a
mission fight.
new, yeah, mission.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
I
of
ain't
the one
doing
we
it.
got.
In
I ain't
in
fighting that.
pole. Yeah, them are some bad puppies.
Mm-hmm.
They'll eat your lunch and then serve it to you and tell you to like it.
Suppose they couldn't have called it Galpole because somebody already copyrighted that one.
I don't know.
They need to put some exit doors on the settlement stations. You know.
Oh,
The
I know
station
what it
laying down?
was.
What?
The cop SRVs that are on the planet have lights and sirens.
What?
They have lights and sirens, just like a regular police thingy. And the ships, the drop ships, have spotlights, and they can spot you from the air, and they'll follow you.
Nice.
Huh?
I
Wait a
am
minute.
not doing that mission.
Wait a minute. The SRVs. What
Yeah.
SRVs is on the ground?
Yeah, they have police SRVs.
The InPol or NIPOL or what do you want to call them have SRVs.
It's new.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen an NPC.
What
SRV.
did we say? They're building us a Scorpion so we can what? Take out other SRVs on the ground.
It's nothing else lasts against a scorpion.
Oh, people last just fine against the Scorpion so long as they're dodging.
Not their players.
Depends on what you're talking about last. If you're on foot, yeah, you survive Scorpion very fine. Because
too much
the
jitter.
gun scatters so much, you can jump and hide behind something before it tightens the pattern. Unless he sends a missile after your ass.
I don't know when they're gonna make a station where you can walk into, where the people won't all shoot at you just because you look the wrong way. That's what I want to see.
Not an elite.
Yeah. You
Don't
can't even land.
expect that coming.
On the settlement, you can land that. You ain't got to worry about getting fired at as a damn abandoned one. I mean, everything calls them to shoot at you.
Yep.
No, you can.
If you happen to be jumping when they say halt, you're dead before you land.
Well, that's when you hit your backwards button and drop your butt right down on the ground.
Hey, Hans.
Like
Did
I
you
said,
Did you not know that?
There's a thrust down on the suit.
You got forward. You can walk forward. You can walk backwards, and you walk left and right. If you jump, you can deter your movement forward or sideways or backwards with your
Yeah.
button.
Okay.
And you just, if he tells you to hold, you hit reverse and let off the jump, and it'll bring you down. Depending on whether you do it fast enough or not.
Yeah. It doesn't take. They don't give you much time between the warning and the time they start shooting at you.
And hello, Hans.
Hi, Hans.
Hey, Hans.
But there was something else it was going to offer, and I forgot.
Man, I'm gonna go back and look at that whole stream.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, the ones that talks about the SRV is when that Tom guy was there, and it was talking about the drop ships would have spotlight searchlights, and they would follow you. So just because you got away from the ground troops and just because you got away from the SRV doesn't mean you'll get away from all of them.
Unless you blow his ass off the sky.
True. And then they were having, one for you to defend that, help the police, and then there was one that you come in and you help the pirates. Because you're trying to save it from the pirates. Something else, I can't remember. When he said impol and that if you didn't have a grade 5 suit and grade 5 weapons, he wouldn't suggest you doing this. And he wouldn't suggest you doing it without having a team. And it's like, I'll pass. Like, okay.
Give us a place where we can recharge a damn power regulator. Giving us all these dead ones.
What?
Power regulators, where you get all them degraded ones. You ought to have a place where you can recharge them darn things.
You think he'd be able to recycle them?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 3308, for goodness gracious. I see we still learn to litter even in our old ages.
Yeah.
See, I think when we go into like when we were hunting for them scouts, all that wreckage, debris of those ships and stuff. I wish they have us a ship or something built to where we could go out there and cut that all up, load it up, and go sell it as scrap.
Right.
But no. I can't remember what else he was. Cam hit on it, and it was a pretty important or pretty neat thing. But I can't remember what he said now.
That's a little further over than I wanted.
They need to give us an animation of entering our ships and getting out of our ships.
No,
Out
that's
of that damn,
asking too much.
and then pop it out.
That's just asking too much.
There we go.
Complete.
I forgot what.
Although it does help, Justin, that I've got highly engineered probes. So
What is that thing Bird said? Burby boy, he be cutting. He's been cutting in them too lately.
system map.
Never leave
Somebody-
home without them.
Somebody said we get roofed out of the daggone ships. Somebody gave us a roofie. You black out and when you wake back up, you're outside.
These probes
Did you see that?
make us so spoiled.
Actually, Hans, I took a vacation that week. It's the only way I could do it in 4 days or 5 days.
Oh, the carrier trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that video that Ghost Giraffe made?
Which
About
one?
what?
The one he made was, I don't know how he was doing it. He was clipping through the chips.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you saw how he was clipping through the ships. He was like, "There's no way you could put interiors in these ships. There ain't enough space."
He did it the same way we clipped into the carriers to see
Yeah. And he did.
the command the where the commander sits.
And he's right. But it goes back to what I said. The only way you can make these interiors in these ships is you had to have elevators in them, and it'll just spawn in whatever room you're trying to go into. That's the only way to do it.
Surface scanned.
I think they just make you ramp on the back of it, it drops down, and you walk in on it.
You should walk in and just go through some doors, just like you do in the stations. And when the doors open on the other side, you're in the cockpit. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Or we walk upstairs all the time.
Yeah.
Orbital flight.
It's not really that big of a jump, except maybe because the ships were already built way back when, and they don't have the mechanics that would handle it, and they'd have to redo all. I don't know. I don't know how they program their crap.
Yeah, it's true.
Problem is, they don't know how they programmed it either.
All the people's gone that made it.
Yeah.
No, he's been talking about his vacation for months.
Yep. First full week in July.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything goes as planned.
I've built in a few safeguards. I've got a few extra days, and I've got a little bit of extra tritium. And I've got promises from 3 different, promises from the
Yeah, but I'm also talking about
deploy landing gear.
just things
Landing
in
gear
general.
deployed.
Rather it be real life, rather it be elite issues, rather it be who knows.
Well, here's the big door in the way is that hopefully Colonia is fixed where it doesn't matter the amount of carriers you can get in there to change your stuff.
Well, that's why I'm going over to Luktain, and you can be 1 jump away and still do it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that would be an issue if only a certain amount of carriers can be in the system with the damn vendor.
There's too many people
That
who have
it
been.
is. You can, only a certain amount can be in the same system with the vendor.
Yeah.
Isn't there a safeguard to kick carriers out after a while?
No. And there's all the vendor systems are completely full of decommissioned carriers.
Oh, damn.
And the reason why they do that is The further away from your vendor your carrier is when you decommission it, the depreciation goes up.
Mm.
Yep.
So if you're going to decommission, it's
Yeah.
best to be right next door.
System map.
They should leave the carrier out there as a derelict, so we can go out there and strip it down.
Yeah,
Give
the
'em some
vendor
game.
should scrap them and use
Oh.
the parts and stuff to build the carrier.
No, because they've got a rebuy thing. There's a rebuy mechanic.
Oh, how long is that?
I don't know. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing
It's
gear
in the
retracted.
main where it says, do you want to decommission your carrier?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, like I said, they ought to put it as a derelict out there. There you got a good, a high-priced mission to go out there and get the crew off of it and bring them back. They'd be paying way up there.
Yeah, I would have to. I mean, geez, Trace is what, 53, 54,000 light years away from the bubble? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to pay like 4 or 5 billion for me to even think about going.
Yeah.
Although
So the
James would do it in a
bus-
minute.
Yeah.
After all, he only has to do 10 hours to get out there.
I don't know. You better ask him again. That's stripped down too. But if he's going to have to bring people back, he'd have to have passenger cabins.
Yeah.
No.
Not
They
many.
just do
There's
it.
only like 6 or 8 crews. So, well, top end crew. I suppose there's more than that technically.
I don't know. The way it runs sometimes, that's about it. And half of them are asleep in the bar.
Bioway spill on deck C. Again.
Surprised there isn't a failsafe. It would be easy to set up. After a while, all you do is kick it to the nearest system that has an empty slot for a carrier.
What? What the hell is he talking about?
He's still talking about.
Preventing the vendor system from ever being full.
No, they're all full, so too late.
What they do? Stay full all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because of the way decommissioning works. They're all full of decommissioned carriers.
There, once in a very great while, you could sneak in there. You just happen to be the luck of the Irish on your side. Because I think, where the hell was we at? Song. No, McDonald's.
Go ahead. Yeah,
McDonald's
They
had a carrier vendor.
That place
McDonald's
stayed full.
station.
Hmm.
Not Song, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sogsong was the closest we could park. Regularly, anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we snuck in there a couple of times right by the station.
Yep.
God, what was that system? It started with an A.
Like I said, they should give us missions to go in there and dismantle these damn things. I'll take this scrap. I'll take this scrap right here.
Well, they'll be deleted eventually.
After
Like
60
Crane
days.
said, yeah, the rebuy option.
Surface scan complete.
Everybody knows what I'm gonna grab when I get up there. The antenna.
Well, you better check that, because either Cam or Chris or Trace has knocked that damn thing down already.
I kept hitting them damn antennas every time I come in.
I don't know how many times I had to send the crew out to replace the antenna.
Flight engaged.
They're like, not again. Yeah.
Yeah, not again.
They even put lights on it the last time, still didn't help.
There you go.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Been hearing you saying that a lot tonight. How many planets are you landing on that have bio? Or
All of 'em.
trying to? All of them have bio?
No, but all of them are landable, and I'm putting my name
Oh,
on them
yeah.
all.
Yeah, but I haven't heard you say deploy landing gear that much tonight.
He ain't landed.
I've landed on 8 planets tonight.
Oh, okay.
How many planets have you landed on there, Philly?
I'll tell you in a second.
I think it's that many. System map. See, I had 3 in the other
8,
system.
9, 10.
I guess
and
it's.
I'm landing on the 11th right now.
I guess this is only the 6th. But whatever.
Just about done with the system. I'm gonna have to
Retract
fly
landing gear.
into it.
Landing gear retracted.
Well, looks like I'm gonna go land on one more.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Yep,
3,
this brings it 11.
1. Engage.
Yeah, chasing down that first bit of bacteria took a bit, but since then things have gone pretty smooth.
Oh, that's good. Unlike that night and a half you spent in front of
Oh, that was
That was
ridiculous.
horrible. I don't believe they were hiding so. They're bright. They were like orangish too.
Yeah,
They
and I
stood out.
just had to go to the right, exactly the right spot.
You tried like 11 different spots though.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think it was 11. I think it was less than
Yeah,
that, but it was like 8.
8,
Yeah,
9,
no.
something
I
like
think at most it was 8. But it just, I spent a bit of time in each one trying.
Yeah, trying to come across them.
Oh, Anthony, the other big important thing is if you mess around and you get a bounty and you have to turn yourself in and they ship you off to a penal colony, instead of having to take the trip of shame in an apex, you can call your ship to you now.
Yeah.
That was the other big thingy.
Kept getting my ass locked up in the penal colony, and I
Kind
had to always take an
it kind
apex.
of removes the penalty, don't you think?
It's a sacrifice made for gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I ain't lying.
But having to take an apex is such a dreadful thing, especially who knows where they sent you. You might have to take multiple apexes.
I got killed a couple times on the planet, and I had to take an apex all the way back to get my ship.
Oh, here we go. First one of the night.
Makes you want to get
Executing
better, doesn't it?
loop of shame.
Ghost giraffe.
You cut out. Are you still there,
Yeah, he.
Trace?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your voice cut out. It went, chat.
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I thought you DC'd or something.
Interesting. Well, hopefully the stream got the whole shame.
Well,
Ghost giraffe built a ship with the smallest jump he could make it.
Yeah, the
So
spring's
he
all right.
put like the
I know that.
smallest drive E-rated on an ass explorer. It only had like a
Surface scanned by 50%.
like a 2 light year jump range or something.
Complete.
Nasp?
Yeah, he
I
was just
would've
trying.
thought
He was,
that would have had a higher base than
yeah,
two.
he was just trying to do an experiment.
Mm.
So and then he was at the station and he wondered what this hand-in stuff was, and he realized what it was. So he had never seen it before. So he handed himself in because he had some bounties on him too. And when he got put on the this was he was in the ship. So when he got put on the detention center, he couldn't get out that system because his apps had the lowest jump range. He was stuck there.
yeah, that happened to me over there when we were shooting those scouts, and I hit that one ship that came in. my crate because I had the Guardian frameshift drive and everything off of it. I couldn't jump back to
Yeah, it's like
Sosan.
an 18 jump range or something like that.
No, it was more like 6 or 8.
Man.
That's how.
Yeah, 'cause it's loaded with weapons. It's
Yeah.
got heavy armor.
Yep.
It's a hull tank.
I know.
He
Well,
said
if
he
you
Well,
knew
you
it, then why
apparently
did you
don't
ask
know.
that silly
But
question?
mine, just like yours,
Deploy landing gear.
had
No,
had
I bet you got a Guardian frameshift drive in
no.
yours.
I removed that. I needed that for
Landing gear
space,
deployed.
for
Well, yours
cargo
is not
space
set
and
up like
stuff.
mine. You still had 4D or whatever life support, lightweight.
Yeah, but I changed. I
You haven't flew it
added
since
it.
you changed it.
It's. I looked at it. It has over that. It has like a
Then
20
you don't have
degree
stuff
jump
set up
range.
right. You should not have a very long jump range at
I don't.
all.
I don't.
Now
It's
you've got
like
far too
low
much.
20s.
You know, you should be below 10.
Yeah, with the cargo full maybe. With actual items and not limpets.
I'm not gonna argue with you, 'cause I've flew my crate a lot longer than you have, and I know what it has on jump range.
Alrighty. In any case, I'm out of time for the night, so it's time for me to say goodbye to everybody. And so for we got a bunch of planets taken care of tonight, and one bacteria found. At this point, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. Justin Brown, welcome to the channel, and thank you for joining us. Let's see, we got Anthony RS Zulu. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for joining us. Hans, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. And in the voice chat, let's go over here. We have Anthony, James, Lynn, and Philip. Thank you guys for joining me. It was great having you all along, as always. So we will pick this up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.